All right, friends, Dale here, 3 generations. My job today, or I was hoping it would be a morning job, but it ends up being a whole day job, is to get the in-law quarter, the side of the house that we're going to live on, get it all cleaned out from the drywall dust. So I had gone around with the broom first and broomed everything down, and then I kind of broomed it and swept it up. You saw a little bit of that in the video. And then once I got the HEPA vacuum, I decided to use that, and I hit all the ceilings and walls and then eventually the floor. And I have the living room area and the coat closet to do yet. And I'm about shot, but I would like to get it done. I'm hoping to also, maybe I'll do that first thing in the morning, to take a mop and then wet mop all the floor to try to get the rest of the dust. There's still a little bit of dust, I know, there, so, but otherwise it's pretty clean. And then hopefully tomorrow morning, late morning, mid-morning, I can start priming the ceilings and getting the painting process going here. So. Boy, it sounds hollow in here. Anyhow, yesterday, which is the earlier part of this video, you saw me working at cleaning out our in-law quarters here. It's about 1,000 square feet. It took me a good 5 or maybe it was more like probably 6 hours or so to clean it out good and get all the dust out. Now today I'm priming, and I should have thought of this when I was in the front room. There was a lot of light. I'm back here in our master bedroom where there isn't near as much light, but anyhow, so go, so it be, so be it, so be it. So I was going to show you a little bit of painting while I'm working here, and I'll tell you about it. First, I use, often when I'm doing walls and ceilings, I'll use a 3-inch angled brush for primer. This is not a very full body brush. With primer, it can tend to drip easily, and so I'm good with a narrow thickness brush. But when I go to finish paint, I hope to find a little thicker body one that is angled and tapered. I want it to be tapered at the end this way, like chiseled shape. But we'll see what I find. So on a new construction like this, where it's fresh drywall, I'm priming the walls and ceiling all pretty much at the same time. So when I'm cutting in both the ceiling and the wall and the corners, and there's a few other places I cut in sometimes also, like around at least the tops of windows where I can't see it quite as well because I don't want to get the paint on the window jambs. Corner where I started, so I'm ready now to get my my roller and my extension and the tray with the paint, and I'll show you a little bit of that as I start rolling the ceiling. All right, need some more paint. So when you're painting, one of the important things is to keep a wet edge with the roller. And so I want to make sure I have plenty of paint in here. I should have enough easily to do the ceiling here. But I want to make sure that way I'm not going around trying to get more paint while my ceiling is starting to dry. So, and then another question you might ask is, how do you know which way to run the roller? You know, you could run it this way, you could run it this way. And so what I do is, when I evaluate a room for which way the ceiling is going to be rolled, I look at where the majority of the light is coming from. And because I want the light for that final coat of paint, I want the light to run the same direction as I run the roller. That way, if there's little ridges right here, they don't show as easily. Where if you run it the other way and you have a little ridge, they'll cause a shadow and it'll show up. So, because we're doing 2 coats here, I'm doing a primer and then a finish coat later. I want the primer to run the opposite direction that I run the final coat. So I have a door over here, which some light will come in, but typically, even though this side is facing the north, there's a window right behind it here, right behind where the camera is, and that light will come this way. So I feel like the majority of the light will come this way. So my primer I want to run this way, and then my final coat I'll run this way. And that kind of helps to make sure that everything gets filled in good. There would be a slight chance if you run them all the same way, you might end up overlapping the same area you did before. There might be a little bit of pinholes or something, or little areas that aren't as thick. Where if you go in opposite directions, I feel like I get a better job. That's just my opinion, and you can have your own or find out another opinion. All right, I'll soon get this going. This is a tiring job. Alrighty, here we go. I should have this turn because I don't want to be going all over the place to get my paint. So I fill up the roller really good. I start right against here, against the wall. And run it pretty much the whole length if I can. Sometimes I can widen it up, but now, I do what I call a half lap rolling, where the second time I go, I half lap it. So this is an 18-inch roller, so I put about 9 inches of the roller is going on the fresh drywall, and 9 inches is going on what I had just run before. And then, because I'm just starting this side, I'm going to do this first lap again. And then I go back and just lightly go over this to get rid of any ridges, anything that's not quite level. All right. Go back over this, get rid of the little ridge. move my tray underneath where I painted already, so there's not near as much chance of me stepping in it, which I've been known to have done. I've spilled them, I've stepped in them, not very often. Alrighty, the ceiling is done, so I'm going to start the walls. And one of the secrets to painting is keeping your brush or your roller full of paint. And you don't have to push real hard. You just let the tool do the job for you. If you fight it. Yep, it's moving, it's feeling like we're getting closer and closer. There's still a lot of work to do, but we're getting there. Thanks for watching, blessings, bye.